In the last video, I told you the story of the birth of St. Francis of Assisi. And I mentioned how his birth and the birth of John the Baptist, whose story we tell during Advent, was very similar. Let me tell you the story of the birth of John the Baptist as Luke records it in his Gospel. In the days of King Herod of Judea, there was a priest named Zachariah, who belonged to the priestly order of Abijah. His wife was a descendant of Aaron, and her name was Elizabeth. Both of them were righteous before God, living blamelessly according to all the commandments and regulations of the Lord. Oh, but they had no children because Elizabeth was barren, and both of them were getting on in years. Once, when Zachariah was serving as priest before God, and his section was on duty, he was chosen by lot, according to the custom of the priesthood, to enter the sanctuary of the Lord and offer incense. Now at the time of the incense offering, the whole assembly of the people were gathered outside in prayer. Then there appeared to Zachariah an angel of the Lord standing at the right side of the altar of incense. When Zachariah saw him, he was terrified, and fear overwhelmed him. But the angel said, "Do not be afraid, Zachariah, for your prayer has been answered. Your wife Elizabeth will give birth to a son, and you will name him John. You will have joy and gladness, and many will rejoice at his birth. For he will be great in the sight of the Lord. He must never drink wine or strong drink, for even from birth, from before his birth, he will be filled with the Holy Spirit. He will turn many of the people of Israel to the Lord their God. With the spirit and power of Elijah, he will go before the Lord to turn the hearts of parents to their children, and the disobedient to the wisdom of the righteous, to make ready a people prepared for the Lord." But Zachariah did not believe what the angel said. So Zachariah was made unable to speak by the angel until the time of the child's birth. When the time came for Elizabeth to give birth, she gave birth to a son. Her friends and neighbors heard that the Lord had shown his great mercy to her, and they rejoiced with her. On the 8th day, they came to circumcise the child, and they were going to name him Zachariah after his father. But his mother said, "No, he is to be called John." But they said, "None of your other relatives has this name." Then they began motioning to Zachariah to find out what name he wanted to give him. He asked for a writing tablet, and he wrote, "His name is John." And they were all amazed. Then Zachariah was filled with the Holy Spirit, and he spoke. He spoke this prophecy: "And you, child, will be called Prophet of the Most High, for you will go before the Lord to prepare his way, to give knowledge of salvation to his people, by the forgiveness of their sins, by the tender mercy of our God that dawn from on high will break upon us, to give light to those who sit in darkness and in the shadow of death, to guide our feet into the way of peace.